In a world where time is of the essence, the clock ticks faster than we can keep up. But what if we told you that you hold the power to warp time? Yes, indeed. You've got the power to manipulate time, not with a magic wand, but with a well-structured schedule and a dash of perspective. Think back on those never-ending meetings, the minutes stretching into hours, a single tick of the clock echoing for an eternity. Now juxtapose that with a delightful brunch with friends, where time seemed to evaporate like mist in the morning sun. That, dear listeners, is the time warp effect in action. In a recent study, more than half of American workers confessed to being so engrossed in their daily grind that they barely have moments to spare for anything beyond their immediate to-do list. The average employee, it seems, is productive for just under 3 hours during the workday. Quite startling, isn't it? And here's another interesting fact. Almost 90% of people rely on some form of to-do list. It could be a scribble on a piece of paper, a schedule in a calendar, a prioritized list, or a cluttered email inbox. But hold on to your hats, because here comes the curveball. Women, it seems, are the true masters of time. They tackle more than half of the tasks at work and yet manage to complete 10% more work than their male colleagues. Talk about bending time to their will. And let's not forget our Gen Zers. They seem to have a unique relationship with time. Half of them find that a casual chat with a coworker boosts their productivity. On the other hand, 60% of baby boomers require a quiet workspace to be productive. So there you have it, a glimpse into the fascinating world of the time warp effect. Remember, time is not a taskmaster, but a tool in your hands. Harness its power, warp it to your will, and watch as your productivity soars. So, the next time you find yourself racing against the clock, pause for a moment. Ask yourself, how can I bend time to my will today? And then dive into the day with a renewed perspective, because in the end, time is truly relative.
Ever thought about your tasks as the infamous Schrödinger's cat, locked in a box? Until you open the box, the cat exists in a state of uncertainty, both alive and dead at the same time. Crazy, right? And it's the same with your tasks. Until those tasks are scheduled and executed, they exist in a similar state of uncertainty, both done and not yet done. Welcome to the world of Schrödinger's calendar. Every task, every meeting, every goal is in this state of superposition until we observe it, until we actually schedule it. Host, voiceover. Now, how to tame this quantum beast? Simple. By making a quantum leap to productivity. Just as a quantum particle can jump from one energy level to another without passing through the intermediate stages, we can jump from chaos to productivity without having to slog through the quagmire of disarray. Host, excitedly. By scheduling our tasks, we collapse this superposition into a defined state. We observe the cat, we open the box. The task is no longer in limbo, it's either done or it isn't. And the more tasks we schedule, the more we reduce the uncertainty in our day, and the more productive we become. Host, voiceover. So what have we learned today? We've discovered that our unscheduled day is a chaotic quantum blur, a Schrödinger's calendar where tasks exist in a state of being both done and undone. But by scheduling our tasks, we collapse this superposition into a defined state, making a quantum leap from chaos to productivity. Host, smiling. So next time you find yourself in a time crunch, remember the Schrödinger's calendar, open the box, observe the cat, and transform your day from a quantum blur into a masterpiece of productivity. Until next time, fellow time travelers, keep collapsing those waveforms.